Good morning, this is Kent, and today I'm going to show you how to, Good morning, this is Kent, and today I'm going to show how I install these Simpson URFPs, what's that, the Universal Foundation plates. And there's videos on the site on how to do it, but I would like to show some of the tools and some of the challenges just to really sort of know what you're up against. Here's the Universal Foundation plate. It comes with the screws that bite into the sill plate. These you gotta buy separate. I used these. They call for a 4-inch long, 1/2-inch screw anchor. So I'm going with those. To drive those in, I've got a Makita. It's a 1/2-inch. It's a 1/2-inch driver. This delivers 240 foot-pounds of nut-busting torque. Not my words. That's what it says when I bought it. And that's, of course, to drive these. It's good to have some gloves. To drive these ones here, I've got this. It's another driver. This is another Makita driver, and that's how I'm driving these screws here. To drill the hole, I've got the Bosch Bulldog Extreme with a 1/2-inch bit, good for concrete, and that's getting us so we can get these going. In some places, I have to do a shim. You know, the foundation is like a little more than 2.5 inches, like over here. So there's a shim that goes in, and that's okay. But for that, I went and got longer screws. So I'm not going to use these screws. I'm going to use these ones. These are a little bit longer, and that's okay. Of course, you need a skill saw for ripping some of these shims, and some of the shims weren't even. They weren't. I couldn't rip them straight. I had to rip them at angles so I could, because the foundation and the sill plate were not parallel. I had to make it like a tapered shim. See, like right here, I've got a tapered shim, so nothing's easy. Oh, that means my battery is done charging. So these batteries, I got to charge them up a bit. Now here's a nice thing to have. This blows out the hole after I drill, so I don't have to lug around a compressor. This does a nice job of that, a little old bulb blower. Did I mention this one? I don't think so. This is just your regular Makita drill. But I've got a bit on here, and this is what I use for when the shim is in place up against the sill plate. I pre-drill this, so that when I put my longer screws through, it's not going to split this. I thought about using plywood, but I decided to go with this pressure-treated piece instead. So here's the job. It's kind of dark. This is an easy job because we can walk in here. And this guy is really on the money. He's got shear walling. He's got these triangles everywhere, a nice extra added big header. And so he's really with it. And so some I put in already because these didn't need the shims. Can we see this? Here's one, because this dimension here is 2.5 inches. And so that one could just go right on. And so this is easy. Look, I can walk in here. Hallelujah. And so the next one, I guess I'll show you how to put this one on. See, here's the thing where we got a shim right here. So we're not going to use these screws. I'm going to use some longer ones. But we'll quickly just do what it's like using the tools to put one of these in. I think that's going to wrap up the video. Okay, getting into position. Here's what my setup looks like. I didn't mention the this. Oops, here it is. This flashlight is great. So it's good to have one of these. What else? Oh, knee pads. Gotta have the knee pads. Okay, so this is one of these ones. Tape measure too. I think I neglected that. This is one of these ones where I've got a shim. It's about a half inch thick shim. I used pressure treat. And so that goes up here. So we're not going to use these. Got some longer ones over here. We're going to use these. So the first thing I'm going to do is pre-drill the shim, just using a standard drill. So I just go through and now I reach for the these longer screws because of the shim. Take the longer screw. Here's the driver. I put an extra extender on there between the bit and just so I can get in there. So that's something to think about. And so just do the ones on the outside. Like so. Next one on the outside. You know, not too tight, you know, just so it's socked up against. Now we use this as the guide. Oops. So, over to the Bosch Bulldog Extreme, and the foundation's tapered, so, and you got two ways to go. I think we're going to go for this one, but then put it so it's perpendicular foundation. Hold on, gotta put these on. Okay, so using this as a guide, you go like so. Flipping it to reverse. Okay, look at this, all these great tools and our little bulb here. Got the dust mask on. Next one. Oh, gotta go forward, right? Yeah. Reverse. Blow it out. This is nice, it only blows, it sucks in here, blows there. All this sucking and blowing, gosh. And here's the heavy duty driver. This is the 1/2-inch drive, 3/4 inch impact. Delivers 240 foot-pounds of nut busting force, that's what it said in the manual. So, same thing. Get it in until it's tight, and that's it. It's nice and tight against. Next one. Okay, now we got the final three. Here's another driver, same thing, but not quite as beefy. Using the longer screws, not using these ones. Because of the shim, got the longer screws. You know, not too tight. Okay, next, last one. And that's it. Guess we can blow that off. So, just working our way, or which way are we working? Working our way down here, kind of just to look at the job. I thought I'd add this in before I end the video. Look at this funny tapered shim I'm gonna have to make. This one I made out of a piece of redwood. See this? Just to show you how the tapered shim works. Got the tapered shim. Fit that in till it's snug like that. And so over here, of course, we'll use the longer screws, but over here, I could use the screw that came with it. Okay. Well, I think I make this look easier than what it really is. So, hope this was helpful, and I'm sure you can do it. But if you would rather not do it and you'd like some help doing this sort of thing, please give me a call or text, email, and I'd be happy to come out and do this sort of thing for you. Thanks for the support. As always, thanks for watching the videos, for liking the videos and subscribing. It helps me get this done. That's how I got this job, over the internet. Thanks for watching the video.